33 Henry. I'll be going upstairs to fill out my resignation letter then.
That is a Phoenix police officer quitting his job over his dispatch radio after being asked to work more. The officer's resignation letter blames being overworked while running on very little food, he says, and very little sleep.
The department is not commenting on that officer's resignation, but it is highlighting a much bigger problem with the Phoenix Police Department's staffing. David Caltabiano is digging deeper into the issue and is live in the newsroom tonight. David.
And it's a problem one city council member is calling a crisis, with the police department losing an average of 21 officers a month. That's on top of more emergency calls for service and the police union saying an increase of crime happening in the city. Tonight, the Phoenix Police Department staff sits at 2,775, way short of the City Council's funding for 3,125 sworn officers.
When law enforcement isn't adequately staffed, that can have dire consequences and significant impacts.
The issue raised once again on Wednesday's subcommittee hearing, where Councilman Jim Waring heard from police that a third of officers with 15 years of experience are quitting before receiving a pension.
So they're 5 years or whatever short of retirement, and they're walking away from, literally with the pensions the way they are, hundreds of thousands of dollars. They're effectively saying, I'd rather pay hundreds of thousands of dollars than be a police officer for one more day.
They're also losing new officers. Councilman Waring says there could be many reasons why the department can't hire or keep them. But he blames the defund the police movement and a negative rhetoric surrounding officers since the murder of George Floyd.
I think it's really unfortunate how the officers get treated. We have not defunded police in Phoenix, but if we're losing officers hand over fist, the effect is basically the same.
He says the result isn't good. Fewer officers and more emergency calls in 2021, up nearly 10% from last year, according to Phoenix Police.
But you got to put yourself in the heads of a 22-year-old potential applicant and make it an attractive job.
Now this council member is focused on increasing hiring and retention incentives at Phoenix Police and proposing bringing officers out of retirement, while Vice Mayor Carlos Garcia suggested taking other measures while staffing woes continue.
I would like to have a serious conversation of what are the things we can take off of officers' plates. Yes, we can continue to sound an alarm. We can continue to kind of freak ourselves out, the public out. And I think it's warranted. I think people should be worried. But I think it's what are those solutions? What are those alternatives that we can make happen with what we have?
And tonight, the Phoenix Law Enforcement Association says the department cannot provide public safety with these staffing shortages. The response times, police say, are up by 25 seconds in Phoenix compared to last year. Right now, the department offers a $7,500 hiring bonus, and the assistant city manager says they're working on a strategy to attract younger applicants. Jared.